Hey everybody, my name is Bobby. Welcome to Mile High Church. Thank you so much for spending part of your weekend with us, especially if you're new. Our vision, oneness revealed, a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. Our mission, to serve as a spiritual beacon for personal empowerment and global enlightenment. Before we get started today, we wanted to give you a look at a few things coming up around Mile High Church for you and your family. Last chance to purchase tickets to see the Mile High Choir sing the national anthem at Coors Field tomorrow. So come hang out with your friends and watch the Rockies and Dodgers play Royal Nice. And we have our Jin Shin Jitsu workshop next Sunday, facilitated by Mile High Church practitioner Cindy Babb. Jin Shin Jitsu is the art of releasing tension to help reharmonize yourself through breathwork and simple techniques.
Hello everyone, my name is Valerie Kaur and I cannot wait to be with you at Mile High Church in October. I'll be with you with a world-renowned musician, Kais Isad, and together we'll be presenting our ancestors' music and stories and wisdom about how to be brave with our lives. I believe that revolutionary love is the call of our times, the choice to see no stranger, to leave no one outside of our circle of care. And in this moment, when we are losing so much, to be able to gather together and unlock our deepest courage will rebirth the world to come. I'll see you soon.
For more information about anything you've heard today, stop by the event center or connect with us online at milehighchurch.org.
Well, good morning, Mile High. Hey, you know what's really cool today? We have our really good friend Jessie Powers back with us today. She traveled all the way from Ohio just to be here to share her new thought music with us in the profound ways that she does. Thank you, Jessie.
Thanks, Rama. This one's not my song, but you know it, the Eddie Watkins Jr. So let's all sing it together, shall we? And feel free to stand up and clap. Here we go. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Raise your voice and repeat after me. We come together. 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 In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. Louder. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Do it. Look at the person. Say, I recognize the God in you. Or say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Raise your voice and repeat after me. Here we go. We come together. 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 In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, in every walk of life. Every creed and color. In kinship we unite. In honor of the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Now we'll go Eastern. Say namaste, I bow to you. Yes, I love it. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Raise your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of, one more time, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love.
Thank you, Jessie. Thank you to our Mile High Band, and thank you to our backup singers. Did you see that? John and Sam, thank you. And I'm Reverend Jackie. I'm an associate minister here at Mile High, for those of you that may be newer. And I'm so happy to be with you today and to remind you that this month is our month that we are recognizing our practitioners in a variety of ways. And one of those ways is we always have one of our practitioners praying for us. And today it will be Andrew Dose. And at the 8 o'clock service, what struck me, Andrew, I didn't tell you this, when he did his prayer was, listen to that nice male voice. Nothing personal, ladies, because I'm one of you, but it was just interesting. There was a resonance there. I also want to remind you, for those of you that have no children or those of you that have children, Tuesday, Jeffco starts back to school. So if you are a parent with children, maybe you're really happy that that's happening. But I'm so glad you're all here to spend your morning with us at Mile High. It's a very special place in my heart, and I think in many people's hearts. So right now, let's do our vision and mission. Oneness revealed, a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. And our mission to serve as a spiritual beacon for personal empowerment and global enlightenment. And now we'll begin our service with song, silence, and a prayer from Andrew.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
So, taking that deep centering in breath and out breath. I recognize, I see, I feel, I hear, I know that presence, holy, sacred, and I call it divine. For I know that this is the breath of Spirit, that living, breathing, holy connective tissue that weaves us all together into that beautiful tapestry of light, of love, of grace, of vibrant presence. Not somewhere out there, not somewhere far away, but right here, deep in our heart of hearts. I affirm and know that this love not only connects us all, but breathes us all into that next holy moment, and the next and the next. That eternal call of presence, bringing us home, right where we are. In this holy truth, I declare and know that this sacred blessing speaks itself into existence. In this service, in all of us, as sacred reflections of that holy spark, that holy grace, that deep, powerful fire, that fire of light and truth, that which is, that which has been, that which always will be. And so in this moment, I pray and know and surround our sacred brothers and sisters who gather today in worship of this holy name in its many forms, but its oneness we know and see, we feel, we experience. And we wrap our sacred brothers and sisters in India and Pakistan who are affected by the monsoons and the floods, that we know for them that right where they are is that sacred holy protection, that sacred holy light, that sacred holy support. And so in great, great gratitude for this and for all the prayers on our hearts today, I release this prayer on these wings of gratitude into that holy sacred dance of love and law. Simply I say, and so it is.
I don't want to give words to this. Anything you have to interpret will only eclipse the heart of it. I just want to send it in sound with a wavelength clarity. Nothing I could ever say will resonate the same way that this love does in me. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Somewhere in the beat of your heart, there I am. And somewhere underneath all the war-torn believing, there you have always been. It's something like a melody, it's something like a song, and it sings itself and it's never wrong. Oh, every word plays for me, it's always on repeat. It's the love song of everything. Inhale, exhale, breathe. It's not just there in my body. It's not just there in the thoughts that I think. It's there in the roots, in the skies, and the song that I sing. Inhale, exhale.
Good morning. My name is Lee Carlson, and this is Dr. Patty Lukenbach, and we're here representing the Prayer and Care Center today. And we just want to let you know that we're on the west side of the lobby if you want to come and set up an appointment with a professional licensed practitioner in person. You can also submit prayer requests online. You can also call. We have a hotline for that, and a professional practitioner will pray on that for the entire week. And it doesn't have to be a crisis, although we do handle crisis, but we also, practice the principles that we build our foundation on here at Mile High Church, which is prayer, so it can benefit you in many areas of your life.
And at the Prayer Care Center, it is that. It's a care center. And as Lee just mentioned, it is staffed by incredible, compassionate practitioners. And so we serve many needs. Lee handles so many memorials. We do a lot of memorials for family and friends of Mile High. We have an incredible bereavement team. Bereavement means the care over an umbrella of care, and this is a community that we care for. So if there's any situation in your life that you need support, Prayer Care Center is the place to call. And so I just give thanks for the gift of our practitioners. I give thanks for Ernest Holmes, our founder, who came forth and based all this on prayer, because prayer does work. And thank you, and I'm grateful for this gentleman here, Lee Carlson's an incredible leader of the Prayer Care Center. So you're in good hands. Thank you.
Denying that I deserve life. I can't remember how to keep the promises I make to myself. So I wait and wish like a helpless child, believing I'll be rescued by somebody else. There once were bars and guards to this prison cell. Now there's only my conditioning. I'm the only one left who's been dragging me down, and I'm the only one who can set me free. I am the only one who can set me free. I am the only one with the keys to this cage of mine. I am the only one who can heal this broken trust. I am the only one who can rise up and take what is mine. I am wild, I am free, I am always enough. I've been waiting for my day to come. No more waiting, I'm taking my freedom.
Thank you, Jesse, Bijou, Josh, Stu, and Rob. Wow. You know, I wouldn't even have to talk now, would I? We could have a very short service. What a gift. What a gift to have these very talented people who come to be part of Mile High Church. Thank you. So before I start my talk, I want to remind you, and I'm starting with this because I'm hoping that the crescendo will build for you as I speak, but I really want to remind you that our classes start in September. And you may be going, okay, our classes start. If you have never taken a class at Mile High Church, and you come here on Sundays and you love the message and you feel the message, I am telling you it will change your life to take a class at Mile High Church. Our beginning class is, for those who have taken it. Our beginning class is Beyond Limits, and that class is really the foundation of what we teach. And I want to also mention that if you're interested in becoming a practitioner, Josh and I are doing a practitioner information session next Sunday after this service over in our administration conference room. And it'll start around 11:30, and that includes folks online because we're doing an in-person and an online, because our classes are taught in what we call hybrid, so that if you're not in the room or you're not here in Denver, you can still take practitioner training and many of our other classes, because we do offer them online also. So that's my plug for classes, and I think it is just so important. So I love that breathing song she did. I love to hear that breath. What if the most powerful force for transformation isn't out there somewhere, but already within you? Have you ever considered that? That it's always been within you. And this teaching does a beautiful job of talking to you about that. And when I first came to Mile High, I came in 2006, and it wasn't by choice. I had a friend who invited me because she was in the choir, and I said, fine, I'll come. And it hit me immediately. And I was very involved in my previous church, so it's not like I was lost. But it was all those things that didn't really fit, all of a sudden came back together. So being the person I am, January of 2007, I started Beyond Limits. And truly, it was life-changing, as I mentioned, but I had a big class. We had over 100 in that class. And what's I'm so aware of now is, and at that time, I didn't know anything about this. Do you remember The Secret? Okay, the movie The Secret came out in March of 2006. The book by Rhonda Byrne came out in the fall of 2007, and I really think that had an impact. Because somewhere people had said that maybe they'd been here and heard the message and said, wow, I want to know more of this. But Rhonda Byrne and the people who produced that movie were not the first ones that talked about the mind having some power for us to be able to create. In the 19th century, Madame Blavatsky, who you may know something about, and if not, you can Google, was somebody that talked about this. And then you have Norman Vincent Peale in the 20th century, and he talked about positive thinking. So it wasn't a brand new concept, but it must have been something that people felt they needed at that time. And so it took off. But The Secret was missing something, and so it kind of faded away. So in 2017, Dr. James Doty, D-O-T-Y, published his memoir, and it's called Into the Magic Shop. I think we have and it is available maybe in our store. I didn't check. We had some copies. If you can't find it here, of course you can find it in lots of places. And I also believe it is on Audible for those of you who aren't big readers, let me put it that way. But I want to tell you before I really get into the meat of this talk, that this book was introduced to me by a congregant. After my last talk, Raj Kiramaku, I don't know if he's here, came to me and he said, Jackie, you need to read this book. And so I did, and I can't say enough words for what it really spoke to. And what I want to tell you is what it really speaks to is what we teach in Science of Mind. It isn't just about the mind. We call it Science of Mind and Spirit. So it goes beyond just the mind, and that's the piece I believe that the Secret missed. They missed the heart, because without the heart, you can manifest a parking place. You can manifest, and I will tell you, in James Doty's situation, he manifested a lot, but he was never happy with all that manifestation, which we'll talk about. But James Doty's life is like a parable. If you've ever read the parables in the Bible and you think about any of them, it always starts with a struggle of some kind, then there's awakening, and then there's a transformation, which is the power of consciousness. And that is exactly what Dr. James Doty went through. He came from a home where his father was an alcoholic, could not hold a job, so they were moving all the time to find somewhere to live, he, his mother, and brother. His mother had had a stroke and was suicidal, so James was spending a lot of time as the caregiver for his family. And he loved magic, thus the name Into the Magic Shop. And the book starts out with James saying, I lost my thumb. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm reading this and I'm thinking, oh, that poor child, he lost his thumb. How did that happen? It was a magic thumb. And anybody who knows magic, it was a thumb you could put over your thumb and then you could pull things out. You could pull out, so that it looked magical. So James wanted to replace that, and he was 12 years old, so he gets on his bicycle, and he rides from the town he's in to the next town where they had a magic shop, and that's where the transformation started. He goes into that shop, and the owner of the shop wasn't there at the time. He was out on an errand, but the owner's mother was there. And James talked to her, and she says to him, James, I'm going to be here for about 6 weeks. If you come every day for 6 weeks, because he had told his story to Ruth, who was the mother, so if you come every day for 6 weeks, I can guarantee your life can change. Now, I want to put a little piece in here that says, I have no idea what the faith tradition of Ruth was. There is nothing in the book to indicate that she was a New Thought person or what she was, but what she taught James was what we believe, and it changed his life. And as I read the book, I've become so aware that writing, very much like The Secret, but that it kind of excites me to see that that's out in the world now. Again, that we're telling people, you can change your life, but you've got to do some work. One of the sad things about Science of Mind is it talks about personal responsibility. And that sometimes is a game changer for people, because for some people it's easier to have somebody else tell them than to have to do the work. But when you look at the lives of some of these people who have really understood this teaching without calling it Science of Mind and Spirit, this stuff works. Doty went on to become, and this is what's so interesting, I told you how his life, he was from poverty, he had a really traumatic childhood. He went on to be a leading figure in both neuroscience and spiritual inquiry from that beginning. So I'm telling you, all of us have that opportunity to shift. But he did realize that the mind was only one part of it. And one of the things we'll look at is that he really got the mind. So he wrote down all the things he wanted, had vision boards, did all of that kind of thing. And I will tell you, he actually manifested much of that. And he was never happy with just that. And so he lost much of it because of what had happened. And then he comes to the awareness, oops, I forgot the part Ruth talked about, the heart. So the first thing we start with is intention, that creation begins with intention. And Ernest Holmes says, there is a power for good in the universe, and we can use it. Now, isn't that a powerful thing to know? There's a power that we can use, that it isn't some power that's directing our lives and saying, you do this, and if you don't do this, you're going to go to that place you don't want to go to. But it's so exciting because Doty, in his book, echoes that when he talks about the power of intention. And again, the power of intention isn't just, I'm going to write down what my intention is, and then I'm going to really focus on that intention with great energy, and I'll have it. Maybe you will. But without heart, without taking the spiritual heart into consideration, it's a thing. And you may not hold on to it. Does the thing bring you happiness? So Doty, as Ruth taught him everything that she knew about visualization and all of the things, meditation, she was working with him with not just his mind, but with his heart, so that he could really see that he could change his life. And by changing his life, he could change millions of other lives. We know that neuroscience confirms that when we visualize a goal with emotional feeling, clarity, and hear that, it's the feeling, that emotional sense, the brain responds as though it's already happening. And we know that we have been taught that in this place, maybe not in this room, I think it was in this room, part of this, that we're changing our neural pathways. Who talked to us about neural pathways? Joe Dispenza, Daniel Siegel. There are many people who have said to us, if you change your neural pathways, you can change the way things show up for you. And that is exactly what James Doty did. And in addition, for James, for everything he went through in his life, he became a neurosurgeon, not just a neuroscientist, and actually did surgery on people, but understood this whole concept of changing neural pathways. And guess what? Ernest Holmes talks about that. I know that's shocking, huh? And I have a quote from Ernest here for you. So plastic is mind, so receptive, that the slightest thought makes an impression upon it. People who think many kinds of thoughts must expect to receive a confused manifestation. If a gardener plants 1,000 kinds of seeds, they will get 1,000 kinds of plants. Isn't that our basic teaching? And that's what we're doing in mind if we cannot have clarity. And he says it's the same in mind. So I'm going to say, be clear in your intentions first. And then next we're going to talk about the concept of love. And we talk about that from Doty's language, from compassion. And compassion is a form of spiritual practice. He says it's not a weakness, it's actually a superpower. How many of you are using your compassion superpower? If you are not, use it, because we can change the world. We can't I don't believe we can sit back and say, well, it'll take care of itself out there. Our compassion, our love, putting our mind and our hearts together is what can change the world, and it takes one person at a time. So if each one of us could do that, because I didn't see a huge number of hands go up, and that's okay. If we can start working towards that, imagine the world is a different place. James Doty founded at Stanford University the Center for Compassion and Altruism Research and Education. We have a slide up here in case you're interested in going to that website, because they do some great work. They have a great connection with the Dalai Lama, who has visited them and spoken to them several times there. And Doty's science shows that love, which is the vibration of compassion, activates our parasympathetic nervous system. And I remember when I was speaking in ministerial school, Reverend Cynthia said, be sure you bring that science in. Somebody out in that audience wants to hear this, so the rest of you can doze off. We have two types of nervous systems. One is the sympathetic, and one is the parasympathetic. The parasympathetic is the one that's based on kindness and love and calming and promotes healing. That isn't the one we go to most of the time. Most of us go to the sympathetic, which sounds like, well, that should be the kind one. The sympathetic is the one that we go to fear, we freeze. That's where our main place to go in our nervous system is in that sympathetic. And so what Dodie is saying, if we could go to compassion, if we could go to love, we could activate more regularly that parasympathetic. Wouldn't you rather live that way than to live in fear and anger and all of those things? That's our prehistoric brain, you know, that sorry it's there, it's not going anywhere, but we can tame it down. In Science of Mind, Ernest says, love rules through law. Love is the divine givingness. Love is the way, love is spontaneous, law is impersonal. Love points the way and law makes the way possible. The law is impersonal. It doesn't care. I know it's hard for you to believe that, but it doesn't care. So you got to have love. You've got to have love in there to really activate what you want in your life. And the heart and the mind are a divine partnership. Think of that. The heart and the mind are a divine partnership. Every part of us is a part of God. Would you agree? If we believe, if we believe that all there is God, that means that's what we are representing. Ernest Holmes said, God has a purpose for each one of us, and that is to be an expression of God. Do you hear me? Every one of us is an expression of God. Are you struggling with that? Every one of us is an expression of God. So how do you want to show up? God is not, don't ever think, oh yeah, I have God with me, and God will tell me I should do this, and God will tell me. Not if you don't quiet down. Not if you don't quiet your mind and go to your heart. Allow the divine to drive you, to move you. It is probably one of the biggest gifts I've gotten from this teaching, is that reminder at that moment when I feel myself going to maybe my sympathetic nervous system or reacting to something, is to bring myself back and say, if I'm a divine expression of God, is that how I want to show up? Because each one of you, you know, has a choice to make in life. It reminded me as I went through this, because Dodie talks about the fact that compassion really can help us transform ourselves. So again, the mind is great. You set up your intention and all of that, and then you activate that spiritual heart so that you can have transformation. And it reminded me of a talk I did when I was in ministerial school. I used to go to an assisted living center in Wheat Ridge, and I would talk there fairly often. And one of the talks I did was on Elizabeth Gilbert's book, Big Magic. And I finished the talk, and one of the folks came up and talked to me, and they were very disturbed about the notion that magic had anything to do with spirituality. Now, what's interesting to me is that we're talking religion. That magic had nothing maybe to do with religion in her mind. But what I loved about it was I had an opportunity to have a conversation with her and plant the seeds. What she chose to do with those seeds is what the whole issue of the law is. But what I love is, don't think of magic as trickery. Magic can be profound. It can be very profound when we look at it as something bigger than just magic tricks. So to get this transformation, as I said, you kind of need to tie together the law and the heart, the mind and the heart. And I'm going to say it again. If you have not taken a class in a long time, or if you've never taken a class, I truly encourage you, because you will start really understanding what this teaching really is all about. And again, I'll tell you, Beyond Limits was transformational for me. And I think it can be for anyone. You must be open, though, because if you're coming from another faith tradition, it might be a little scary. So I'd suggest just sit by yourself. If Josh will let you, just sit by yourself and do your work. But I just think I can't say enough about getting into classes. So Dodie says, when we open our heart, we access the deepest wisdom. When we quiet the mind, we hear the still small voice. And I sort of scooted past something because in 2024, James Dodie came out with a second book. And that second book is Mind Magic. This particular book is a little bit more technical. But I have to tell you that it's very readable, and he has practices in it and all kinds of things. And these would have been things he learned, I'm sure, at a very beginner level and has now developed from his friend Ruth. But one of the things I want to share with you, too, about how this principle works is, I told you he did neurosurgery, so he would remove growths from people's brains. And one of the ones he mentions in this second book is a 4-year-old who had a tumor. And the little boy called it his ugly thing. That's how he described it. So he said to James, you're going to remove the ugly thing. So he takes him into the surgery. He's on the surgical table. He's doing the surgery. Everything appears to be going fine, and a bleeder happens, and he can't get it stopped. So quickly in his mind, he knows that if he doesn't stop this child is going to pass. But what he does, he uses this principle, and he goes into his mind and pulls in his heart and says, okay, I'm going to know exactly what it is I need to do, and it came from love. And he goes back into the surgery and is able to stop the bleeding, and that little boy lives. And when he's in the recovery room, he says, you remove the evil thing, the ugly thing. And I thought, that's the power. It's not arrogance. It's understanding there is a power greater than any of us are in this universe, and we can use it. But we have to combine our head and our heart to really make it work. Dodie says that when we open our heart, we access the deepest wisdom. When we quiet the mind, we hear the still small voice. So I hope you see that the magic is in you. It's in you, it's available to you. You are not your conditions. And James Dodie certainly knows this. He wasn't his conditions, he wasn't his past, and we teach that. You are a divine being with infinite creative power. Do you believe that? Good. So understand, Ernest said something that I was so glad to find something that Dodie said to kind of balance it, because Ernest said, change your thinking, change your life. Everybody's heard that one, right? And Dodie would add, open your heart and you'll change the world. And I love that. And here's a quote from James Dodie as I begin to close. The head is powerful, but it can only get us what we want if we open our heart first. So the head is powerful, but it can only get us what we want if we open our heart first. I really encourage you to think about that in this teaching. Now, I have a little epilogue, because as I was working on this talk, as I said, I probably read the first book a couple months ago, and then the second one I read, I'm going to say 6 weeks ago. And so I'm finishing up things, and by the way, we have pictures of James Dodie here that I think probably our wonderful production team show, but I don't have eyes in the back of my head, so I don't know what to. As I mentioned to you, the Dalai Lama is very supportive of the organization that James started, and then there's a picture of James. But as I'm getting things together, I discovered James Doty transitioned on July 17th, 2025. And my heart broke. And then, here's the beautiful part for me. Yesterday I did one of my retreats, my semi-silent retreats, and it was on the immortality of the soul. And what perfect timing, because what we teach in Science of Mind is your soul is immortal and eternal. And so what that means is it transitions to another plane of existence or to another level, to another spiral. So you know what I know? I know James Doty's still out there doing his thing and showing people, or whatever, the compassion, the love, the transformation possible in this lifetime, in whatever lifetime he's in. So, thanks for patiently listening today. And now what I'm going to do is ask for our practitioners to stand, please. And what I'm going to do is ask all of us, with our practitioners surrounding us, sort of consciously supporting, for all of us to repeat this affirmation that I have. I am the alchemy of love and law. I am the heart and the mind united in truth. I am the living magic of spirit in motion. Let us pray. Divine, 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 the divine life that fills each one of us, that is always available, that loves us in spite of how we may show up sometimes. God is all there is. I'm so thankful for the truth that connection of the power of our mind and the love of our heart combined can change lives and change the world. I'm so thankful for the gift of this teaching, how it unites these principles and can take us into every day of our life. And it's not that it's perfect, but we know how to handle it. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I know this is unfolding right now, so I can let it go. Thank you, Spirit, and so it is.
Somewhere in the beat of your heart, there I am. And somewhere underneath all the war-torn believing, there you have always been. It's something like a melody, it's something like a song, and it sings itself and it's never wrong. Oh, everywhere it plays for me, it's always on repeat. It's the love song of everything. Inhale, exhale, breathe.
Jesse Powers, thanks so much for being here. Hey, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the message and the ministry of Reverend Jackie Harris. Jackie, if you're not aware, she leads our Make a Difference ministry, which makes an impact in so many lives because of your generosity, especially children in the area. She leads our ministry of service, all of our volunteer ministries here. She's a key member of donor relations here at Mile High Church. She serves as a conscience for our ministerial team. She loves this teaching, as you can tell, and we're so very grateful for her. Thank you, Reverend Jackie. Michelle, you and I are up here because we have an annual meeting taking place in the Vote today at 11:30 a.m. It's a place to hear reports from Michelle and I, financial reports, a report from our foundation, and to select new members to our Board of Trustees. If you are a current member of our Board of Trustees, will you identify yourself so we can acknowledge you here today? We're grateful to the ones watching online. I see Steve Wallingford here, a couple others as well. If you've ever served on our Board of Trustees, will you raise your hand? We're so grateful for all of your service to our incredible Mile High Church. And Michelle, we honored a couple board members, but we missed one who we get to honor today.
We did. We have the wonderful privilege of always having such amazing leaders in our community, and so we got a chance to acknowledge and celebrate the beautiful trustee Kim Bent, who's coming forward right now. She has completed her 3 years of service to our board, and you might see her around here a lot because she's a very active and key volunteer for us. She's always greeting or ushering, and on the Board of Trustees this past year, she served as the secretary to the board, and she's a stable, powerful, loving, kind, and very creative presence. It's always such a breath of fresh air for Josh and me to get a creative person who joins us and who helps us to up-level things in our church and to see things differently. So we thank you so much for your service, for your presence, for your consciousness. We just love you and are so grateful for you. Kim Bent, thank you.
Back to you, Reverend Jackie.
I have to laugh. First time we did this, I thought, I feel like I'm on a talk show or something. Back to you, Johnny. So now we come to the time in the service where we talk about our offering. Our offering does what you do to support Mile High financially is phenomenal. And there's so many different ways you can do it. Many of them are listed up here. We have a new platform you may be aware of called PushPay. I hope you've been able to navigate it well. If not, you can give me a call and I'll help you with it. But we really support what you have done and continue to do for Mile High Church. And the baskets will be coming around. Yay, from our wonderful ushers. And I want to give our volunteers on a Sunday morning especially, not that everyone's not important, but I want to give them a hand. Thank you. Thank you all. So now, before they start passing those baskets, let's say our affirmation. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate, and so it is.
Well, it's been so fun to be back here at Mile High. Thank you so much for having me. I love the 10 o'clock service because y'all know how to party. Yes, you do. Every time I come here, you are always out of your seats dancing like this angel right here. And I encourage more of that, please. So this song is a new song. It's called Feelin' Myself. And in the youth speak, feeling myself just means that you're feeling very confident about who you are. So I invite you this morning to have a little audacity, maybe even a little arrogance in how confident you are, and feel yourself. I was living in a world of gray, down bad from the disillusion, till a rainbow came my way, till the technicolor revolution. I found power in the spoken word, started riding that high vibration, speaking truth to the universe. Come on, join me in an affirmation. I am beautiful. Sing. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am a miracle. I am a miracle. Yes. And I'm feeling myself. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Ooh, I'm feeling of something new in the garden of God's creation. We keep believing till we see it bloom. Come on, join me in a declaration. I am beautiful. Sing.
I am beautiful.
I am capable.
I am capable.
That's right, you are. I am sensational.
I am sensational.
And I'm feeling myself. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. We're gonna break it down right here. My biggest fear is that you hear this and you think that I'm arrogant, think that I'm selfish. I gotta tell this, maybe I am. Maybe I'm selfishly addicted to the feeling that I get when I know that I am it, when I know that I am God within. I am the power and the keeper of the key. The center of my being's where it all begins and ends. You got to see if it's true for me, it's gotta be true for you. You got to know that when I glow, I give so much light, it makes you shiny too. Yeah. Woo. I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Take it, Stu. Y'all give a hand to Stu for getting funky over there. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Oh, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And Jessie has a table out in the lobby with some really cool products. She's got a T-shirt. Well, what's the new T-shirt? Feeling myself? Yay! So please come out in the lobby. And then this afternoon, she's doing a 5 o'clock presentation. No, she's doing her music. How fun is that? And I'm going to let this happen, and then I'll do this. And how's that?
Okay.
Change up at last.
So,
we are the Johnny Carson show tonight.
So, hold the card to my head.
Yeah, that's right.
We have a wonderful concert with Jesse Powers tonight at 5 p.m. This is Rebecca Stoudemeyer, our incredible choir director, and we are so excited for this upcoming season of choir under your leadership, and people can audition today, right?
Yes, we are holding auditions in the admin building right after this service. If you are someone who enjoys singing, wants to join our community, wants to be more involved with the church, we would love to have you, and I can hear you. The audition is quick and painless, I promise. So come on over, and we will be in the admin building. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Also, speaking of prayer, we have our Healing Intention Circles this Saturday. It's a wonderful group prayer process where you bring a healing intention into a circle and have people pray and know the truth with you. We've had some really transformative experiences happen in those. We invite you to those. Thank you to our healing ministry.
So now I'll tell you about our new members. Any of you who are here for the first time, you probably feel like you're already part of home. Please stop by our Welcome Center, which is in the center of our lobby. We have gifts. There is a free book in here for you. You'll have to go to our store. And there's also a couple more coupons. So please stop by, and so that our volunteers can take great care of you. And I want to mention our practitioners who, in my first talk, I mentioned in the talk. You know, I just talked to you about the power of the mind and the heart, and that's what these wonderful practitioners do. When you come down for a prayer, that's what they're going to do for you. They're going to see you, they're going to feel you, and you're going to get a prayer that will lift you up. So please be sure to stop by, especially if you never have. All right. So now I'm going to do this part. I'm going to do the benediction. If we can stand, please. I am so thankful that God is all there is and continually reminds me, and you. And so what I know is we're going to leave this place, we're going to be a beneficial presence into the world, shining that light of the heart and the mind that we teach so beautifully here at Mile High. Thank you, God, for these people and these people online. Go in peace. Love you all, and so it is.
On earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, family all are we. Let us walk with each other.